Hello everyone. Are you prepared to uncover the strategies for managing anger and converting it into inner peace? But first, take a moment to watch our previous video where we explored how monks manage anger and reflected on Buddha's teachings about the impact of anger. This insightful perspective complements our upcoming discussion. In this video, we will delve into 7 effective techniques. Get ready to explore these techniques with beautiful stories and hidden facts that will inspire you to handle anger more effectively. And stay tuned till the end of this video to discover practical tools that have transformed people's life forever. Let's get started. 1B Hero Patience. Anger often stems from feeling threatened, disrespected, or simply overwhelmed. But instead of reacting impulsively, we can choose to embrace patience. Consider patience as your trusted ally, which helps extinguish flames of the anger. Picture anger like a big fire. It can burn everything down if we don't stop it. Patience is like a gentle sprinkle of rain. It can help cool things down before they get too hot. Taking deep breaths, counting to 10, or simply stepping away from the situation can douse the flames before they get out of control. And always remember, patience isn't weakness, it's strength. It shows you have control over your emotions and refuse to let them control your behavior. 2. Wise persons never challenge foolish ones now. Sometimes people throw verbal firebombs our way. Sometimes it might be tempting for us to fight fire with fire. But have you ever heard the story of Wild Boar and the Lion? A wild boar once decided to become the king of the jungle. So he got up from the dung heap where he was resting and went to the lion, the king of beasts, and challenged him to a fight. Of course, the lion just turned his nose at the smelly creature, ignoring him, and walked away without even bothering to reply. So you see, this story teaches us that when wise beings are challenged by those who have a low mentality, it is best not to engage with them. Instead of wasting time and energy on unnecessary challenges, it would be important to focus on what truly matters. So, remember, when confronted with negativity, always choose to be the lion, dignified and unfazed. Let their anger bounce off you like a harmless pebble. 3. Remember impermanence. We all get annoyed, right? But what if I shared a secret trick to make most of those annoyances vanish? It all comes down to remembering one crucial fact. Remember, everything is temporary. Everyone has a finite time on this earth. That might sound weird, but hear me out. When someone cuts you off in traffic or your neighbor slams the door extra loud, it's easy to get mad. But will you even care about it in a few years? Probably not. Think of it like this. Life is a journey, and these annoyances are just tiny bumps in the road. They might be annoying now, but they won't last forever. So next time you feel yourself getting steamed, take a deep breath and ask yourself, will this matter down the road? Most likely the answer is a big nope. This doesn't mean you have to let people walk all over you. But for the small stuff, remember they're just bumps in the road and focus on the good stuff in your amazing life journey. So next time you get annoyed, remember, we're all just passing through. 4. Change your perspective. Centuries ago, once when Buddha was residing in the serene Anathapindika monastery, nestled within the lush Jeta grove near Shravasti, he imparted this profound wisdom to his dedicated monks. My friends, suppose there is someone on a long journey who falls sick. He is alone, completely exhausted, and not near any village. He falls into despair, knowing that he will die before completing his journey. If at that point someone comes along and sees this man's situation, they immediately take the man's hand and lead him to the next village where they take care of him, treat his illness, and make sure he has everything he needs by way of clothes, medicine, and food. Because of this compassion and loving kindness, the man's life is saved. Just so, my friends, when you see someone whose words and bodily actions are not kind, and in whose heart there is nothing that can be called kindness, give rise to this thought. Someone whose words and bodily actions are not kind and in whose heart is nothing that can be called kindness, is someone who is undergoing great suffering. Unless they meet a good spiritual friend, there will be no chance for them to transform and go to realms of happiness. Thinking like this, you will be able to open your heart with love and compassion toward that person. You will be able to put an end to your anger and help that person. Someone who is wise should practice like this. At times it might be difficult to adopt this method, especially when they are continuously harming you with their words and actions, but it also becomes important to analyze that. This way we can at least try to reduce our anger towards them, becoming a positive influence, a good spiritual friend for those in need of guidance and transformation. So, next time when you find people who act in an unkind way, remember this Buddha's teaching. Consider them as a lost traveler who is just going through suffering, and their anger is a symptom of that pain. 5. Anger as a gift. Picture this. Someone's shouting insults at you, their face red with rage. It's tempting to shout back, right? But instead, imagine you remain calm and silent. It might even confuse the angry person. This is kind of like what the Buddha did. Someone was furious with him, but he didn't take the bait. When asked why he didn't react, the Buddha compared anger to a gift. If someone offers you a gift and you decline, the gift remains with the giver. So think of anger like a weird present someone's trying to force on you. Do you have to take it? Nope. If you refuse the gift of anger, the other person is stuck with it. The Buddha wasn't saying we should be doormats. It's about staying in control and avoiding those words which can later make you regret. So let the weird gift of anger be like a boomerang. Let it go back to the person who throws it. 6. Practice meditation. Did you know that meditation could be your secret weapon in the battle against anger? It's not just about sitting quietly. It's a transformative journey that trains your mind to become more aware and in control of your emotions. Imagine being able to detect rising anger, soothe your body and detach from negative thoughts all through the practice of meditation. But don't just take my word for it. Science and various programs has also weighed in on the benefits of meditation in releasing anger. Check out this captivating TEDx talk by Ilona Ariel, where she explores the profound impact of Vipassana meditation on a prisoner's life.
People are locked in for life from a very young age. Some of them were so angry for years. The first time that they had some relief was when they were taught how to sit down these 10 hours a day for 10 days and observe the sensations coming up with their anger that usually caused an immediate reaction. There was a 20% reduction in disciplinary action, and so they decided in Donaldson to bring Vipassana in periodically, at least 4 times a year, so that many more prisoners will be able to go through this program.
I've always been angry. I took anger management, stress management, but anger management is showing me how to conceal that anger. And stress, it teaches you basically about the same. When I went to Vipassana and sat on the cushion for 10 days, that showed me how to let it come up and deal with it. Don't let them suppress it. Bring it out and deal with it. I've done that. One makes a mistake. I made a mistake, and everyone can change. I can say I didn't change. It feels good.
7. Mindfulness. In today's fast-paced world filled with distractions and rising stress levels, mindfulness provides a haven of clarity and tranquility amid the hectic environment. This age-old practice creates a safe space for a moment of reflection, deep breaths, and reconnecting with the current moment. Besides being used for personal growth, mindfulness has the power to transform how you handle anger. This following fable, shared by Buddha with his monks, beautifully illustrates the importance of mindfulness in managing anger. Once a young quail lived on a farm. One day, a falcon grabbed him and flew away. As they flew, the quail cried, regretting not listening to his parents. The falcon asked where his parents told him to stay, and the quail replied, "In the newly plowed field." To the quail's surprise, the falcon said, "I can catch any quail I want, any time I want. I will return you to that field and offer you more hour of life. I will be looking for you, and in just an hour I will catch you, break your little neck, and eat you at once." And the falcon swooped down again and released the quail in the newly plowed field. Surprisingly, the young quail immediately climbed up on a mound of newly plowed earth and began to taunt the falcon. "Hey, falcon, why wait an hour? Why don't you fly back down and try to catch me right now?" Angered, the falcon tucked her wings close to her sides and shot down at full speed. But the quail quickly ducked for cover in the furrow beneath the mound of earth, and the falcon missed the quail and landed with such force that she broke her breastbone and was killed instantly. So you see, just like the falcon's arrogance led to its downfall, we too, in anger, often fall victim to overconfidence, believing we can easily control the situation through anger. Mindfulness teaches us to be present and observe the situation with a clear head, enabling us to choose a more thoughtful response than letting anger dictate our actions. Just like the quail's awareness of his surroundings, mindfulness helps us become present in the moment. We can observe the rising tide of anger within us, recognize the situation for what it is, and choose a more constructive response. By integrating the strength of patience, wisdom, in not engaging with foolish individuals, embracing the impermanence of situations, adopting new perspectives, refraining from accepting the gift of anger, and practicing meditation and mindfulness, you can transform your relationship with anger, paving the way for enduring inner peace and emotional well-being. Try out these tips next time you feel angry and witness the difference they make. I will end the video with this profound thought by Buddha. If you found this video helpful, please share it with your friends and family.